Marianne, Mikko and Ingeborg Godskesen, you are the joint rapporteurs on this report on Turkey. It's been passed. Can I come to you first, Mrs. Mikko? What does it contain? What are the main proposals? What's going to happen?
Well, the main proposal was to relaunch monitoring. It means that at the moment Turkey is in process of post-monitoring. It means that there are 12 points. If they are fulfilled, then everything is precisely well done. But the fact is that years and years to fulfill points is a bit complicated, not to say that there is kind of there are some obstacles which can't allow to Turkey to fulfill points. So it means that if there hasn't happened years and years nothing, then we need to turn another level. And that level is much tougher dialogue, and that is called monitoring.
Mrs. Godskesen, Turkey was a founding member of the Council of Europe and obviously came out of monitoring measures many years ago. Putting a country back into monitoring would be unheard of. It's never happened before, has it?
I don't think it's happened, but I have been a rapporteur since 2015, and we have tried to get them to recontrol the 50 to 12 points so that it could be in a better mood, but they have not done it. So therefore, this is not a punishment, this is a help for them. We have to help them even more than we have done the last 2 years.
Mr. Erdogan doesn't seem to be very keen to listen to outsiders. He said to the Commission, talk to the hand. He doesn't want to hear criticism of his referendum, criticism of the actions he's taken. It's going to be very hard for this report to actually have an effect within the borders of Turkey, isn't it?
But I think that Mr. Erdogan, entire one Erdogan, is not, Turkey with 80 million inhabitants. So it means that we are working for that Turkish who want democracy, rule of law and human rights to be on first place, that their interests are covered. So I think that is helpful too. Of course that is not monitoring per se the best one, but that is good instrument. That is not solution, but that is instrument, and we give our supportive hand, like Council of Europe, to Turkey, who is member state of Council of Europe.
Isn't one of the problems here that Turkey is, in effect, two countries? I remember speaking to a man who worked in the spice market in Istanbul, and he said, it's completely different. We come to the West, but you don't get anything without money, whereas in the East, everyone's friendly. It is basically an agricultural community on the one hand, and a very urban community on the other, and the two don't mix. Does that create added problems?
Yes, maybe it can, but I have not think about it of that way, because we got the same answer wherever we are in Turkey to ask them what they mean about the situation. I think that's not any changes. So maybe I'm not so sure that's the right one.
The referendum was a success for Mr. Erdogan. He got what he wanted by a smaller majority than I think he expected, but he's now not going to change course, is he? So where do you go from here? What do you do, and what hope have you of achieving a change, particularly in a state of emergency?
Yeah, well, the very first demand or request, to put that diplomatically, is to lift as soon as possible the state of emergency clause, because that is not anymore in place in our opinion, and that is harming democracy. So, like Venice Commission said, that as soon as possible. In fact, Venice Commission made quite clear statement that either you lift state of emergency or you postpone referendum. Neither nor.
It didn't happen, though, did it? That's the trouble. It didn't actually happen, and therefore the state of emergency is still there, and Mr. Erdogan is still not listening.
Well, but once again, Turkey is not one man. Once again, 80 million, and we are in favor to Turkish people to live in democratic environment.
Are you hopeful that at the end of the day there will be changes within Turkey as a result of your report going through the House?
Yes, I'm hopeful. I hope for the best for the Turkish people, and I hope that also the leaders will see what's the best for the Turkish people, and that's a democratic Turkey. To are comparing with us, to cooperate with the other European countries.
Can it be that, though, with the constitutional changes that the referendum brings in?
In fact, if new elections will take place, maybe we see quite different picture because, well, I think that turnout, what we both faced, we both were observers during the referenda, turnout was 85%. So still, I mean, everything is possible. And I was nicely surprised how much democratically oriented Turks are in Turkey. And that is great hope for me.
And the government has ensured us so that this will be the best for the Turkish. So now it's up to them to show us that they are right.
And once again, I mean, monitoring process is not punishment, it's not stigmatizing Turkey, but that is tool which is useful for Turkey and for European Council of Europe as well. So that is working together, have sincere, enhanced, deep friendship.